So that anytime I'm supposed to play my part, I will not be deceived, or I will not disappoint you, and you also not disappoint me. In the same way, sex is also a mode of covenant where people enter into because of love. Like marriage is also a form of what? Covenant. So now when we are talking about why people enter into covenant, they enter into covenant for various reasons and various purposes. So like I was saying, in this part of the world, that is what our fathers were doing. That is what our fathers were entering into, and that is also what people were entering into. So when they enter into covenant, the spirit that is around, the spirit that they trust. So those who trusted in Yahweh called him. Those who trusted in whatever deity that was present at that time, they called them. So we will not necessarily call it perversion of covenant, but when we want to be open to it, we'll say that the priest or the deity that was accessible to them at that point in time, that is what they called on. But from where we stand, because we are Christians and we believe in Elohim, we will say that any other god that is called on to supersede any covenant, that is not Elohim, it is perversion. Are you getting it? Yes. So that is how it is.
So that is taking it from our standpoint.
From our standpoint, that is how we are going to say and describe it. So we could see that because it originated from God himself, we say God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, God of who again? You don't mention, because we mentioned these three because they were the people who God directly entered into covenants with. So we say it's a covenant keeping God. Till today, we are talking about the Abrahamic covenant. Why are we talking about it? Because it is he who God entered into a covenant or a pact with concerning himself and the generations after him. Even Jesus came, and he came to continue the covenant that Abraham had with him. That is why I think in the book of Hebrews, they spoke about Jesus being in the loins of Abraham when Abraham met Melchizedek and paid his tithes to him. I hope you are getting it. So our God is a God of covenants. So now when man wants to connect back to God and he has fallen, and God he felt that he's separated from God, what will he do? Then we were finding other spirits, other deities, other spirits that were around, so that they will come and supersede our covenant. Talking about the covenant being an absolute union. That is why God could boldly ask for Isaac, and Abraham couldn't say anything. When they gave birth to Isaac,